There we
I
go.
don't know the answer to that question. Is this part of the test? Is this the
This is
Turing test?
the
Answering whether I'm a current or courier and aberrant.
but
Or
they
both
don't
are
use the
current.
same test anymore. The baseline test, not the void camp. I just watched Blade Runner 2049 again on a plane recently. And it's pretty good.
I liked it. I liked it better than the original Blade Runner myself.
Wow. That's okay.
The original Blade Runner never did a whole lot for me,
Hmm.
weirdly, which I expected to because I love sci-fi. I love Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Didn't dislike it, but it's like the original Blade Runner to me was like super slow or something. I've only seen it a few times, so
Yeah, I mean it's more, paced of the time.
but
For
I
sure.
really liked 2049. I remember I've only seen it once as well in the theater. Neither one of them I've seen a bunch to really like. God damn, I can't get my camera just right.
Yay. Yeah, this is I'm gonna share screen just for a second for the video. I'm gonna share my screen somehow. There we go. Yes, let it do
What is this madness? What's all that porn?
that. Yeah, so this is the porn right here. It's a small role-playing game for 3 or more players by Sam Dunwald, who I just did an interview with last week or earlier last week. Yeah, so this is basically Blade Runner 2049. Couriers are basically the Blade Runners. Aberrants are the renegade uh, replicants or duplicants here. So 2 of us are going to be couriers, I think, and 1 of us is going to be an aberrant. Which one of you would like to be an aberrant?
I could honestly go any which way. So I don't have a preference. If someone has a preference, take it. If not, I'll take whatever. To me, they all sound fun. Always.
Ben, do you have a preference?
I just clicked a page and I have to click the I'm not a robot.
I can be the aberrant.
Cool. So then Heath and I will click the courier thing and you will click the aberrant thing.
Or
well.
is he?
Definitely is.
Certainly a lot of them.
At this point, we know he is, and we're going to shoot him.
Not the trainer mechanic.
Well, there's. Well, wait for it. So we're couriers. You and your partner are couriers. Your orders are to hunt down and retire aberrant duplicants who have turned against HQ. You will do this until an aberration is detected inside of you, at which point you should be marked for retirement yourself and dealt with accordingly. There should be 2 of us. If there aren't, an aberration has occurred. Our designation is either C4FB6D or 76EAD7. I'll take the first one. And we each begin with 1 emotion and we describe it. I will take the single emotion of let me roll my emotion dice and find out. Emotion dice are 6 eyes. I think my emotion is fearful. I think they've given me that one so that I have the proper attitude towards what might happen if I go aberrant. What about you, 76AD7?
And so this is just like free form. We can pick whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, I just rolled a d6 and
I was just looking at the page. I was like, is that something I pick on the page or no? Okay.
Nope. Just regular old emotions.
I'm just gonna go with the first one that came to mind. I think mine is ruthless.
Nice.
It's about getting the job done, man. Just get the job done.
Cool. When we are ready, I guess we're ready. Ask the aberrant for a starting situation. Ben should be on a different page You want to read the stuff from that page?
Sure. You are an aberrant. You are rogue duplicants. I'm multiple. And the world they live in. Opposing you are couriers, duplicants sent by HQ to hunt down aberrants and retire them. You will fight back, but you will fail, at least for a time. There should be two couriers partnered like thieves. If there are not, perhaps take on that role yourself for a moment. Your job as an aberrant is to paint your aberrants and their world in the most sympathetic, strange, and beautiful light. Make it hurt to kill you.
Awesome.
When the couriers ask you for a starting scenario, pick one and describe it to them. Then I have
there were just some there, yeah. I'm gonna make
when the couriers ask you for a scenario, pick one of these or make up your own. Only tell the couriers the location they've tracked their quarry to, their quarry's designation, and any special instructions from HQ.
nice. I'm gonna throw together the super quickest, super jankiest character keeper as we do this.
Yeah, you guys gotta keep track of your emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
What do we got?
You have tracked your quarry, designation FF7000 to a speakeasy, an unlicensed bar on an abandoned subway platform. You are speaking to the bouncer.
And then we situation go around taking turns making moves. Courier goes, then an aberrant, then a courier, and so forth. You and your partner decide who makes them on each turn. So these are the moves we have available to us. Ask the aberrants about the world around you. Describe a trivial action that we take. Describe how we exert ourselves to attempt something risky, or retcon a misfortune an aberrant has just described. And great, wow. Ooh, okay, so those are all moves. Some of them require rolls. So let's start off. I'm just going to start off by asking, or wait, does it say? Yeah, courier. As a courier, I'm going to start off by asking the aberrant FF7000. So we're at a speakeasy. Did you say it's on a subway platform?
Yeah, an abandoned subway
An
platform.
abandoned subway platform. Great. Is there a doorman there, or
Yeah, there's a bouncer.
yeah? What's the bouncer like?
The bouncer is um he's very typical for this job in this world. He's just a big guy, uh, short sleeves, grafted muscles, uh, just real big. Just he's giving the aura of like, I don't want to have to start anything, or I don't want to have to finish anything, so don't start anything. And that's how he manages the crowd
Nice.
at this
Since he
lively.
has grafted muscles, I assume he's human, not a courier,
Yeah,
or not a duplicant.
not an aberrant. Yeah, or yeah, duplicant.
Hopefully, yeah, we already got a job tonight, man. Cool. So, what are you?
So my moves are answer a courier's question.
Great.
You must respect any dice rolled. Ask a courier how they're feeling. Describe a trivial overlooked detail of the scene. And once per scene, introduce a twist. And the locations have some twists included, as well as a list of generic twists.
Nice.
It's not my job to ever call for dice.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Just to read the advice. When you describe the world, just make stuff up. Whatever you think is obvious or cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Or obvious, I guess.
Yeah.
Great. So it sounds like you did your answer our question move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Heath, what do you want to do?
I am going to describe a trivial action I take. I believe. I'm just taking. Then I just clicked on it to see what happened. It just kind of took me down didn't really do anything. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think that requires any.
So as we're like standing there in front of this bouncer, I like throw my coat aside to get a piece of gum out of my pocket, which also just happens to reveal the very large gun on my hip. I'm just like reaching in my back pocket to get a piece of gum out because I want some gum.
Nice. Over to you, Aberrant.
I'm going to ask Mark how your courier is feeling
Hmm.
on this mission. You're in the, like dark subway, big bouncer,
Mhm.
sound of a lot of people and music coming from the bar.
I think I am similarly armed as 76, uh, 76. Um, and I think I'm not worried about the bouncer. I think I'm afraid that I've come close to killing a human before, and I'm
Hmm.
afraid this guy looks like he might try to push me and might be the first, to the best of my knowledge. Move. Um, yeah, I'll do a trivial action. The trivial action is just asking, like walking up to the bouncer and trying to be I'm the good cop. I'm going to be less threatening and just kind of show my badge. I guess we have badges, I assume, and say this is official business.
Hmm.
Let us in. We don't want any trouble with you.
That's a trivial
Mm-hmm.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, what he does
Uh,
after that might require some instruction.
uh, yeah. I think I'm reading this correctly. Uh, yeah. Uh, yeah, you know what, the bouncer? Uh, I'll, uh, yeah. Yeah. Um, um, uh, this close to the bouncer, you notice that he's got, a, a tattoo, which, um, on his grafted, muscles, you know, uh, whether they were a human graft or something else, is not clear. But you see the design is it's like a trident, which could be, like a ex sailor, ex marine, but it also could be the sign of a duplicant underground movement
Hmm.
that's been going around. Yeah, that's my trivial detail.
76, you got anything?
Sorry?
76.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Change my name too.
Yeah.
I think once I noticed that I think this probably counts as doing something risky. Let me see. Well, I'm not trying to commit murder. uh,
I think it's always our call, whether it's risky or not. So,
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is risky because I think now I see I'm back. Oh, I can always
I, I
look.
mean, if you were going to commit murder, now's the easy time, I think, right?
It's true.
that's true.
But I was like,
Yeah.
so
We don't want to yet.
we're
Right.
here on a specific job, looking for a specific replicant. We can be very narrow-sighted, focused on our goals. So if you just open the door, let us in, we'll ignore that tattoo you got on you.
Hmm.
So taking risks. When you do something risky, roll d6. If it's anything else, you must succeed if you roll below your emotions, which is a 1 right now.
Is
So
that how that works?
yeah, I guess so.
It's just murder is the one that's easy.
Yeah, murder's the one that's easy. I'm going to give us a number of emotions here on the sheet. We each have 1 and 1. Great. Probably not going to roll under a 1. I'm guessing. So,
I think you do succeed if you roll equal to a 1.
mm.
But then you also gain an emotion.
It says if it's anything else, you always succeed if you roll equal to your emotions, but you also gain 1 emotion must describe how the moment makes you feel like a feeling. So yeah, go ahead. I pasted the dice roller in the chat. Some feelings.
Hold on. Are we using the same dice roll as usual? Or did you put a new one?
I just put a new one in chat here.
Oh, in Zoom chat. Got it.
Yep.
So many chats.
So many chats.
76EAD7. Catchy name. 6EAD7. Gonna roll my die. Hey, I rolled a 1.
Hey. Cool. So you succeed, but you gain an emotion. Does it was one of the aberrant moves describe how it works, or do we do that?
Let's see. I think answer a courier's question, ask a courier how they're feeling. I think my moves are when you fail.
Cool. So yeah, describe how it goes off and tell us about your new emotion.
I think my new emotion is.
Oh, it could ask the aberrants how the world changes because of your emotion. So I guess that would be answering that question. So I guess do the emotion first, and then we'll ask the aberrant how that works.
Where do you see that? Oh, regardless, ask the aberrants. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think if this counts. I think I'm overanalyzing what an emotion is. My gut instinct is I'm confident because this goes so well. Confidence can be a bad thing too.
Nice.
I'm very confident now because I'm like, I'm just gonna fuck with us.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm fucking 76 EAD7.
Don't you know this guy? Bicentennial man. Cool. So then, Aberrant, how does the world change because of our actions?
I think, well, I mean, the bouncer does not respond for a moment, and then he kind of like nods and opens the door for you. Could there be more change than like? I mean, that's the result
Yeah.
of your.
If you want to have more details, that's cool.
Yeah. I think yeah, you Mark, since C4, you notice a bunch of other people like who are headed to the club see this interaction and scram the other way. They're like, oh, cops. We're out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to describe my trivial action of going into the club and looking around and seeing what it's like in there.
Yeah. It is like um it's a real rundown platform, most of it. And a lot of it is like grungy still and like an underground bar or rave. But there is a part of it that looks like a 1920s like a scene or like a scene. Sorry. The stage. Like there's a little like a little bandstand where the platform is like the dance floor and bar, and on the other side where the train would be, it's been built up with this stage, and it's like, you know, there's like a clamshell that opens and like the singer is just now coming out of the clamshell to sing, accompanied by the small. It's like a quartet,
Nice.
like a jazz quartet.
And we
I don't
only
even
got
know.
your designation, right? Nothing else about. Yeah,
Uh,
FF70.
yeah.
Cool. Um, what's up, 76?
Did you say? Do we know? Like, do we have a picture of the aberrant? Do we know? So we don't know
All we
anything.
know is their designation. Yeah.
Their designation being aberrant, you mean, or
FF7000.
that designation?
Yeah, and you have no special instructions
Nope.
from HQ. It's just eliminate,
Yeah, I assume we're just supposed to murder you.
Well, then I think I'll
retire. Right.
Retire. Yeah.
take trivial action, and of course to talk to the bartender. In fact, we're looking for an aberrant. The quicker we can find him, the quicker we're out of here. The quicker your club can go about its night. Got anything for me?
And I'm gonna circulate around the club while you're doing that, so we can split up.
Okay. Are you sticking to the dance floor
Yeah, I'll like
area?
see who's
Or
watching the band, I guess.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait, no. Okay. So should I describe? I mean, I guess. Hmm, you know. Ah. Okay. So a trivial detail of the scene. The Wait. So sorry, Heath. You just asked the bartender like who's the aberrant?
Or like if he's got any
Or
clues, anybody, just anything that might help me find this aberrant, so we can just get it taken care of quickly and get out and let the bar go about its partying.
yeah. Um. Uh. um. Uh. You notice a bunch of people, like, it's a loud bar, hard to hear, but the people who are closest to you who hear you ask that also disappear. They're out of there. We're going to be a very quiet place in a little while. And the bartender uh, like gives you nothing. Like, I don't know, man. I just work here. Are you ordering or not?
No, I'm not. I'm on the job.
I'm hoarding your details who the Ivern is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I guess I'm gonna ask a question. Like, do I, looking at the crowd, and the performer, I guess, do I see any like telltale signs of anyone being an aberrant?
Um, do you any telltale signs? Uh, Gosh. What would be a telltale sign for an aberrant? I mean, you see duplicants for sure.
Duplicants, yeah.
Right. So like uh some duplicants uh not exclusively aberrants, but some duplicants don't always fix their bodies
Mm,
in regular human ways. So like, there's somebody who's like missing a bunch of skin, and you're like, oh yes, that person is at a bar without skin. They're probably a duplicant. I don't think there's any visible sign of like who is an aberrant here.
mhm.
Like like
No one acted janky, obviously.
yeah, yeah. No, nobody. I mean, nobody's being like overly or strangely emotional
Hmm.
in a way that uh, that identifies them as an aberrant.
Nice.
Though the fact that they're at a bar, as opposed to working a good, honest job, like being a cop,
Right.
is maybe a sign.
Real job.
Yeah. Yes. Wait, should I make a move or?
That was your move, answering the
Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah.
I
Answering the
think
question.
it's neat. Like, we ask when we ask questions, like your move is answering them, but like when we do
Mhm.
other stuff, that's when you get to start adding cool stuff in.
Yeah.
That's neat. I like it. 76.
Since I'm ruthless and confident, and I'm gonna perform a risky action. I want to get this job done. This is taking way the fuck too long. So I'm gonna just fire my gun into the air. Be like, if you are not an aberrant, you are not in any danger from us. No reason to fear, no reason to run. Just keep on dancing. If you are an aberrant, better start running.
Oh God. Great. Roll your d6. What do we got?
So I'm trying to roll below two or below.
Oh, 2. Yeah, 2 or below.
A 3 was not a 2.
3. So if you fail, ask the aberrant to describe a misfortune that befalls you.
And the advice for that is go hard on them.
Yeah.
Narrate stuff like your aberrant's escaping or the courier's getting killed. If they don't like your answers, they have rules to retcon them.
Yep.
Yeah. I think. Gosh. Yeah. Your bullet ricochets off of a pipe on the ceiling and
Blood rave.
shoots C4.
Oh shit. I would like to retcon that misfortune. How you avert it at the last second and roll a d6. I think how I avert it is I hear. Do you shoot first or yell first?
Oh, I said I shot first.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think as I'm scanning the crowd and stuff, I see you getting nowhere with the bartender across there, and I can watch you in slow motion going for your gun. Oh no, he's gonna do it again. And I just laser focus on you, the shot. I see you shoot up, and I just follow the path of the bullet and just dance out of the way at the last second. I think I pushed a person out of the way who's on the dance floor. It's gonna hit one of us, and it's gonna be neither, I think. That's how I avert it. Let's roll a d6 and see what happens. Oh geez, okay. That's a 3. If I roll above my emotions, which I did, something here makes you feel a feeling. Gain 1 emotion to describe what it is. I think the emotion I'm feeling is intense irritation. Impatience, but not that we're not getting the job done, but that I'm gonna have to fucking deal with you at some point here. I'm gonna do irritation. Maybe not strictly an emotion, but we'll take it.
I also I don't know how you feel about this, Mark, but as an improviser, I only recognize 4 emotions.
Yeah,
right?
Mazak Gladifred. That's what I pulled on.
Yeah. It's always fun when it's okay, so choose an emotion. You're I'm sleepy. I'm I'm hungry.
Okay, not emotions.
let's talk about this. And that's what's wrong with improv.
That's the problem I was having. I was overanalyzing. I was confident isn't really an emotion, but I don't really know in terms of this game. This game would get real boring if you're just I'm happy, I'm sad,
yeah.
I'm mad.
Emotion.
Now I'm really mad. Right. Okay. So you used your action to retcon.
Yeah. So you get to do.
Yeah. Gosh, I keep losing. It's funny for a game that's 4 pages. I keep losing the tab. Yeah. Don't want to introduce a twist yet. So I'll just describe the scene, which is wait. Keith, you didn't succeed at your role. That's right.
No, I did not.
Right. Okay. So The people around you notice, and a lot of them head for the door. So it's like there's definitely movement. It's like mild, like a mild riot, let's say. Like, there's a little crush at the door. Some civilians are getting, you know, mashed a little bit. You don't think anyone is in danger of dying from that, because a lot of the other people just didn't hear you. Just like the music just happened to like swell at that moment. You had a real like Booth assassinating Lincoln moment accidentally.
Big laugh.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my trivial action to yell back at the bar, like, I told you before, everyone's going to run when you yell that. Everyone's going to run when you shoot into the air. That's my trivial action.
Yeah.
And now it's the aberrant again.
Yeah. I want to ask Heath how he's feeling. 76. How you're feeling?
I mean, I don't want to copy Mark, but I am feeling irritated now. Not only like everybody, including C4, but like all these people's like, I said, don't run if you're not an aberrant. It's simple instructions. It was very clear. People never listen. Damn it.
I posted the emotion wheel in the chat too, if you want to. I'd start to throw something at.
When you ask me what I'm feeling, do I add that now, or is that just an answer to the question?
I think that's just an answer to the question.
Oh, the emotion wheel.
It is funny. I have such a like a self versus model that I'm like, oh, like, well, when you talk about something, you can clear a condition, right?
The opposite.
Yeah.
C4, do you have a move you want to make?
Or 76.
76. Sorry, I'm C4. Explode.
I'm going to ask the aberrant about the world around me. I think there's a good chance to like knowing what I know about aberrants. So of course, fucking idiot crowds all went rushing for the exit. It's fine. But I'm like, I don't think the aberrant would rush into that crush though, because he wouldn't really get out and then it'd be a crowd. So like, do I see anything else around the club? Like maybe a back exit, a fire exit, or, somewhere where someone looking to get out might go towards that's not the main entrance that's currently being crushed.
You do see a back exit. It's like behind the stage. And when you like scan for that, you also notice that the singer has their eyes locked on you. Like,
On 76.
Yeah. A lot of people have not noticed your attempt to get attention. The people who have noticed have responded in a reasonable fashion, running away from the man with the gun. The singer has noticed you and is not responding as you might expect someone to respond.
You want to go again?
Oh, wait.
Oh, 76, I mean.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Sounds like it's on you right now.
Let's take what I think is a trivial action anyway, of just like approaching the singer. I'll keep my eyes locked and just be like, oh, okay, let's talk.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to push your way through some of the dancing couples. They're doing a jitterbug. Actually, a lot of people are like kind of silent disco dancing to different music that they're receiving through their inputs. Nice. Like even humans will have that. So they're at a club. Some of the people are listening. Some of the people are there dancing to their own music. You have to push your way through. It's a little slow, and the singer does not make any attempt to run or anything. But she keeps her eyes on you. Yeah.
Do you think I noticed this at this point?
Probably. I mean, you were looking / yelling at 76.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably see me making my way to the stage,
Yeah.
avoiding dancers. Fucking
Have
dancers.
you? Oh gosh. Just to be clear, have you put your gun away?
Yeah, I think after I shot it, I probably holstered it again.
Oh.
Stupid people just run at the sound of a gunshot.
No.
And I clearly told them I wasn't looking for them if they're not an aberrant. Why does that never work?
If 76 is going for the stage, I'm gonna like move around and like head towards that back door you said that's like near the stage, just in case they try to run. Also pushing my way through the crowd.
Okay. Sounds trivial. Yeah. As you get closer, so the vibe here is like cyberpunk slash like fedoras. You know, just a lot of people in 1940s era gear, but modded. The singer presents kind of like Marlena Dietrich, like a little androgynous. Is that the word I want? Yeah. I was listening to something the other day that was like this is the difference between the words like androgynous and hermaphrodite. And like,
we don't use the second one anymore, really.
Yeah. So like you know, like a nice like men's suit but cut for a woman, sort of. Yeah, Marlena Dietrich. That's all I needed to say. That's my trivial.
And she's still singing?
She is still singing.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, she's even singing with like more emotion and about this.
Emotions, got it.
Yeah, it's probably like she's singing like the one who got away sort of song.
Torch song.
Yeah. Pretty soon she'll switch into Mac the Knife, probably.
Me? I can't.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You got something?
You could probably have noticed. I think me and C4 generally like keep pretty good tabs on each other and awareness. And so I see them going for the exit, so that's covered. So then I think, you know, what better place to get a view of the whole club than on the stage? I was like, jump on the stage and then kind of turn around and start surveying the crowd.
That sounds risky to me.
The risky jumping on stage, surveying the crowd. All right. I thought it was trivial, but
I think maybe if there's an aberrant here, like that's going to be a risky. Yeah.
And let's take a roll. Trying to roll 2 or less, yes?
Yeah.
A 1.
Hey.
This is why I'm so confident.
Yeah. Ask the aberrant how the world changes because of your actions.
Yes, there you go. So I jump on stage, just standing next to the singer, basically, blocking the guitar player and surveying the crowd. Looking for anything weird.
Yeah. I mean, the musicians now notice you. The guitar player. Wait, who would be in a jazz quartet? That's not
Probably Piano
drummer,
player, drummer,
Yeah.
bass
guitar,
player,
and
singer.
bass player.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
probably the bass player.
The piano
Could be guitar
player, they all notice you. They all respond. The piano player, uh, like, hides behind the nearest piece of big furniture, which is his piano.
Hmm.
Uh, the drummer comes out swinging because drummers.
player.
Yeah, and the other people kind of scatter, and the singer keeps on singing,
Mm.
even though there's no music now.
I guess I'm gonna have to tackle the drummer from behind, make sure
Mm.
my partner's safe. And that is a risky action, I'd imagine. My motion is 2. I'm gonna roll a 5. Yeah. If I fail, ask. Oh, I only take an emotion if I succeed. Great. So if I fail, ask the aberrants to describe a misfortune that befalls me. So
Mhm.
I go to like tackle the drummer as he's getting up.
Yeah. Uh, the the on the scene sound technician uh, tackles you from behind into a bunch of like, or he knocks you from behind into like the piles of hidden cables behind the stage.
Nice.
So
Tussling.
the stage like was built over the tracks, but there's like an edge where like all the equipment is. So he's knocking you off of the stage onto the tracks.
Great, great. Yeah, I'll accept that.
Man, I think it's time to crank this party up a notch. So I guess I probably hear that commotion. I turn around and
Oh yeah.
I notice like C4 going for the drummer and then getting tackled by the sound man. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Um, hold on. Let me see. Well, I think that like attacking an officer, I'm justified in shooting the sound man.
I mean,
I'm ruthless.
he's right by me, but go for it.
I'm ruthless and confident. It'll be fine.
You are. I'm fearful.
You don't attack
I mean,
couriers, man. Yeah, this is dangerous. This is self-defense. So yeah, I'm gonna try to murder the sound man.
I was just realizing, like, oh gosh, I hope I don't get Heath in trouble with any friends here. Like,
Committing murder is risky, so roll a d6.
oh, and it's a weird one where
I succeed with a 5.
you succeed if you roll above your emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I blast the sound man off of C4.
Yeah. Gosh, it's so funny because I'm like, I'm trained to be like, oh, you did the successful action. Like, what does it look like? But like, no, I guess this is my. So, yeah. The sound man.
It just says how the world changes, not like it's all up to you.
The sound man. I mean, you're shooting to kill, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Oh,
it's instinctual.
yeah.
Headshot.
Yeah. You get him. He slumps off the stage, and you can see that he had he's like one of those like a small wiry guy. Like you could see the muscles like stand out because he was so thin. And he had on his neck a trident tattoo. Yes. Drummer reconsiders and books it. Everyone else in the club, a few people are still dancing because they have not noticed, but everyone else is screaming and running around.
Imagine notice now.
Yeah. And the singer is still singing.
Wow, that's commitment.
Yeah. I feel like that's our aberrant, so
Go with your guts, C4.
So you blew the sound guy away on top of me. So yeah, I push him off, draw my climb on stage, then draw my gun, and approach the singer, saying, "What's their designation? FF7700. We're the couriers. Get ready. What do we hunt down and retire? I mean, if we're just retiring, I guess we don't have to do anything but kill them, right?
That mean
Yeah,
certainly the easiest solution, if you ask me.
I guess I shoot her in the back of the head, which sounds risky. Well, it's murder, I guess. Yeah. So I'm gonna roll to murder the singer then. 3, great. Tell me how the world changes because of my actions.
Yeah. Um, the the gunshot goes through, exposing a bunch of wires and ceramics. There's a lot of, some of these models don't have metal, because
Mm,
that would interfere with some works they do in some locations.
mm,
So yes, she had that, and uh, she slash he falls down, slumps, and the music stops.
mhm.
And uh, um, uh, I wonder. Yes. Uh, and the 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 guitar, whoever was closest, yeah, the guitarist, just yells out like they just wanted to sing, like like you had to kill them for that.
No, we had to kill them because they went off the track.
Hmm. Uh, it's funny you mentioned tracks,
Yeah.
because you do hear, now that Frankie is dead, and the music has stopped, you do hear uh, like um like a beeping noise um, from the body.
Mm.
Oh,
Probably not good. Um, yeah, I'm guessing like duplicates have like a a dog chip that we have to scan to be like,
I
"Boop,
was
we
just
got
thinking
him."
the same thing to make sure,
Yeah.
confirm it's the right one.
Mhm.
Um, so unless you want to do something 76, since I was right there, I probably have the scanner out when I see that. And so I like have to take a second to like blip it to get the kill confirmed. But then I just like, she's gonna blow and like dive for the tracks, which
Oh,
sounds risky, which I'll roll for. A 3 again, great. How does the world change because of my actions?
um, what was that, a success?
That was a
Uh,
success.
um,
Oh, I gain an emotion when I succeed, not when I fail, right?
I thought it was, is it when you succeed or when you
uh,
roll your emotions
Oh
exactly?
no, wait, when you roll equal to your emotions, that's right.
yeah.
Got it.
So if you roll a 3,
Oh,
that's above your emotions, which is a
Yeah.
failure, right?
So no emotions for me for shooting someone and diving out of the way.
oh, but wait, don't you have two emotions?
I do. Yeah.
And you rolled a 3 for diving,
Yeah.
That's a
which would be a
failure.
failure.
It's
That's the
oh, it's
This is,
yeah. Only murder is above emotions, right?
yeah,
Sorry.
that's the
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
only
failed.
murder is
Yeah.
above.
Only
Oh, okay.
murder is above
Everything
emotions.
else is
Right.
below.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally did that wrong. Sorry.
Um, so you dive. I'm gonna say you dive successfully for the tracks. Uh, uh, and when you are down on the tracks, kind of sheltered by the stage, is when you realize that like the place is shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 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 and there's no light on it, but like a little some light glint of a train
Mm-hmm.
coming through the abandoned station.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wreck on that then.
Mhm.
um, yeah, and I think going in here like took note of like all the surroundings, like what what are the parameters of the place we're walking into. And I think I avoided by rolling towards the train to get in the middle of the tracks and just like lie flat as the train goes over me.
Okay.
So I'm going to avert that by rolling a d6, and if I roll above my emotions, something here makes me feel, yeah, cool. So train goes over me without harm, and I take a new emotion, and that new emotion is going to be. Let me look at my emotion wheel. What are emotions? Hmm. I think how do I want to say it? I think it's like disgust. Like I think I'm like just like why would they do that? Like why would they, not only destroy themselves and endanger us, but like and the crowd,
Mm.
but like destroy that, beautiful stage that was set up. Like they were dead anyway. They didn't have to take out all of this with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adding disgust. Yay, it worked. So I changed the sheet so that you can just add your emotions in there and the numbers will automatically tick up.
Oh, look at you, fancy pants.
Magic. So that is our move. So it's back to you.
That was your retcon.
Although I think our query has been definitively retired. So
Mhm.
unless you have something else you want to do, maybe we should return to HQ.
Yeah, I'm curious to see that.
Yeah.
That has its own page.
Yeah. I guess we like call in the cleanup team, be like we got her, uh, send in the meat wagon or whatever. Cool. Let's go to HQ.
All right.
On the drive back to HQ, discuss how the assignment went with your partner. HQ requests that you each name one success and one area of potential improvement. Even if your query was retired, there's always something to be learned from reflection. Great. So yeah, on the drive, I think I'm quiet on the drive back. I'm waiting for you to say something first.
Like, it's good teamwork. You had my back there. God, I can't believe I didn't see right in front of my eyes. It was that singer. But so that was good. We definitely work well as a team.
You did a good job of flushing out the aberrant, that's for sure. Maybe in the opposite way than you intended, but good job there.
You know, yeah, I was a little worried about her. I mean, aside from the guy who attacked you, so rightfully killed, I didn't really want to hurt any of those other people. They're innocent, so her blowing up could have been a problem. Uh, so I think in the end, need to keep in mind in the future that they might have some kind of self-destruct on there. Take that into account when there's innocents around. File that one away for future missions. It could have been real bad.
Area of improvement might be to take a more measured approach next time to mitigate the amount of danger coming at us all at once. If they were indeed aberrant sympathizers, that could have, I mean, if they were more active aberrant sympathizers, that could have gone very poorly, and you would have had to wind up shooting a lot more humans.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It's not our job.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, if somebody deserves shooting, like
It's
the
our
guy
job
who
to
jumped
take
you.
care of duplicants. They have real cops for that.
Good point. You got a point. I'll give you that.
First time we return to HQ, ask the aberrants to describe the place. What does HQ look like?
I think it is a new building. It's a big new building. Very chrome and shiny. But it is still being worked on. So you basically have like a police skyscraper. And part of it is still like, I mean, some of it is just like, oh, we need to attach to like the handle to this, but like part of the building is also still like just girders.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to move in quickly after the old building was destroyed.
Was destroyed. Passive voice. Great. Couriers. Compartmentalizing. Now that we're there, recall that you begin with we begin with 12 empty compartments. Back at HQ before your baseline test, you can compartmentalize up to 3 emotions. Yay. I'm going to compartmentalize my 3 emotions. And I just made a white space down there. I'm just going to copy paste them down there.
Oh.
If you do transfer them to compartments and roll 2d6, if the sum is less than you're filled, your feelings cannot be contained. Oh, cool. So I have 3 compartmentalized emotions. I'm going to roll 2d6. That is a 3.
That's not less.
Yeah.
If it is less than, great. So I'm fine. I'm fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Are you going to compartmentalize 76?
I'm trying to decide because kind of is.
Oh yeah, I guess there's a tactical consideration.
There is, like having some makes it easier to do risky things that aren't murder. You know what? No, I'm going to keep mine because ruthless and confident feels good.
All right.
I'm in denial. I'm like, there ain't nothing wrong with my emotions.
Yeah, these are fine. These are useful for the job.
Yeah.
This is called
traits. This isn't in the books, but like, is compartmentalizing like a physical, like
I think it is
going up and just being like,
I think there's a like defragging, right? It's not a plug-in, but it's like a squid helmet or a band that's just like scanning for unnecessary stuff. We can't destroy them, but we can swap them out for blank space. So there's nothing where my disgust was. You may elect to file a confidential report to HQ about any aberrant behavior you've observed in your partner since your last baseline test. If one of you files a report, they get +1 on their baseline and their partner gets -1. If both file reports, you get +2. Ooh. Let's do this in chat. Type file or no in the Zoom chat, and we'll hit return at the same time.
Okay, hold on. File or no.
Little prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah, little prisoner's dilemma thing.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, both filing reports. We both get negative. Baseline. Add a baseline here. I'm just gonna put. So we're both at -2 baseline.
I had a feeling that's the way that would go.
Great. I'm gonna put that in red for now. Why did it not go red? Red. All right. Cool. Baseline test. It's time for your baseline test. Ask the aberrants what form this takes. What form does our baseline test take?
I'm gonna this first one is gonna be the straight like void conf. Tell me only the good things that come to mind about your mother. Why aren't you helping the tortoise?
Right.
Like, yeah. What's a tortoise? You know what a turtle is?
Same thing.
I don't know why I remember that line. Maybe it's because it's not true. But,
yeah, it is not true.
Anyway, yeah.
Roll 1d6 and add any modifier from your reports. If it is below our emotions, we have failed. I'll go first. 1d6 -2 is what I'm looking at. 2. If so it's -2, so that's a 0. If your total is below your emotions, which is not, my emotions are 0, I failed. Great, I'm done.
So you did, right?
I did not fail. I've succeeded. Congratulations, Carter.
You're not aberrant.
Yeah, 76 can roll.
Congratulations.
I roll a d6 -2, and I need to get above a 2. Wait, if you roll, what's it?
You need to get
2 or above.
You need to get a 2 or above. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 4 or better. Yeah.
yeah, 4 better.
50-50.
Ooh,
Hey, there we
barely,
go. We are
barely contain
good
it.
cops.
Barely keeping it together, man.
Cool. So we do downtime.
Oh.
We each live in a studio apartment with a loud refrigerator, loud neighbors, and a lousy view. Each downtime, make one of these moves: either express your emotions, process your emotions, or embrace your.
Repress your emotions is the first one.
Ooh.
Okay. So you can repress, which removes up to 1.
Repress reduces them by up to 1.
Process.
Process, which clears compartments, or embrace, then a new one. Go first. Yeah.
I just feel like based on my history, I feel like I have to embrace my emotions because I didn't clear any. So clearly I'm like, these are great. They're helping my job.
What's your new emotion?
I don't feel like I don't have a problem. And gain a new one and describe it. Let's look at the emotion wheel. I don't think it's going to be compassionate or caring.
Probably not.
Let's see. It's a good wheel. I think I'm proud. I'm like, yeah, fucking did a good job, man. Being ruthless and confident. Like I'm the best courier there is. Damn, I rock. So good. My partner is okay, but a little worried about how much he cares about other people and them getting hurt. Sounds like aberrant behavior to me. I gotta keep an eye on him.
Were we supposed to say what the reports were? It doesn't really say. I think my report was this guy's a loose cannon, basically.
Yeah, I think mine definitely was like
needlessly.
Mine was like
he's not loose enough.
You seem to have a little too much care for other people getting hurt, and that's emotional in a way and keeping you from maybe getting your job done because you're so worried about other people instead of getting the bad guy. Sometimes just collateral damage when you're going after a bad guy. It just happens, man.
I'm going to process.
Needs to harden up a little. C4 needs to harden up a little bit.
I'm going to process my emotions. I'm going to get rid of fearful and irritation and keep disgust. Processing them by I think my fear held me back from managing the situation and people got hurt. I just need to let that irritation go and focus on doing the job. Processed. That's how processing motions work. When you and your partner are ready, ask the Aberrant for a new starting situation. Aberrant, what's our new starting assignment? What's our new assignment?
Did we click to return to the next assignment?
Yeah. And if either of us reach 6 emotions, we turn and become an Aberrant.
Oh,
you become the Aberrant. Not you necessarily, but say it was you.
I can't imagine why you would say that.
Yeah.
Sounds like something an Aberrant would say. Gotta keep an eye on you.
Cool. What's our new assignment, HQ?
Your new assignment is a new assignment is a solar farm. Like a largely sea-based solar farm.
Nice.
Basically, it's like a lighthouse, except so there's a lighthouse, but it's been repurposed, and the land around it, and the sea around it.
Oh, is it one of the solar farms that has all the mirrors pointing at the top of the lighthouse? And that's the
yeah.
Great, awesome.
Yeah. It's a heating up salt, I think, is I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You guys had landed like a half mile away. So like right outside. There's a lot of mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a mile of mirrors. Yeah, sure, why
Yeah.
not? There's a nice crushed gravel walk to the lighthouse.
Mhm.
Uh, um, yes, you have heard uh, reports from a mechanic who came here that the on-site mechanic
Mhm.
um, seems a little strange.
Okay. Designation.
Designation is S130DD. Or I can do that. 1 0 DD. Oh, right, put it in the
Oh.
wrong space.
That's
Okay, wait,
one.
why is that?
There we go.
Okay.
That's 130DD.
Double T's.
Um, great. Are we gonna be cool this time? 76. I think walking up to the place.
Did my best. I can't remember. I remember the lessons from our ride home. Be a little more measured this time. A little more measured.
And I will focus on getting the job done more expediently than
We'll meet in the middle. You be a little more experienced. I'll be a little more measured,
mhm.
and we'll balance each other out. It'll be great.
Great. Great. What? Ask the aberrants about the world around you. Mm, well, I guess the first trivial action is walk up to the lighthouse, right?
Sounds trivial
Yeah.
to me. Where's my friend? Right. How are you really feeling? C4.
Mm. I am you know what? I'm a little bit relieved because this is in a discrete remote location. If something does happen, casualties should be minimal. I don't see any signs of humans around, so doesn't mean there aren't, but it's not a crowd that we can blow up. So, yeah, relieved.
Okay. 76. Your movie.
I am also going to ask you about the world around us. Do we see anybody?
Uh, are you asking both of us how we're feeling?
It just says
Just one.
ask a courier.
Okay, cool.
So,
Then yeah, go for it.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
And is there anyone around? I'm looking for somebody to question, man. Somebody we can ask some questions to. Is there any people around at all?
Um, well, there would usually only be like one or two like on-site technicians for the 6-month shift or whatever.
Mm.
One of the things that raised the mechanic's suspicion, like the visiting mechanic, about the on-site tech, is that they have been there for more than their shift and want to stay on.
Mm.
The on-site technic's name is Sidra, and you can see her um, uh, outside of the lighthouse, basking in the sun and doing a little work on her laptop.
And that's the one that was reported.
Yes.
Look, I'm gonna be a little. See, it's me being measured. Just making a suggestion to you. If you wanted to, you could shoot her right now. From a distance, bam, job done. Go home. But I'm not.
we
Not pulling my
don't know,
gun.
A, that she is necessarily the one, and B, we don't even know if she is a duplicant. She could be a
Okay, fair.
and don't want to shoot another human today.
All right.
No, I don't want to shoot a human at all.
Yeah, it's a good question of like how how you guys experience time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to shoot another human today. It's like that was 3 weeks ago. It's like I haven't turned on since then. Like, why would I? Wait, sorry. Got a little distracted there. So I described Sidra, and you said to your partner, like, let's be cool.
Let's be
Your partner
cool.
said, I could shoot someone.
No, I was being cool.
Um,
I was saying he could shoot somebody if he wanted to. I'm not gonna shoot anybody. I'll leave it to him.
We'll shoot someone when the time comes.
Okay. Then I guess it's
Yeah.
questioning.
Okay. I'm going to describe a trivial detail of the scene, which is that I mean this is kind of a different situation. Like
Mhm.
there aren't any people around. You you've been reported. You have heard that there's one weird person here. So you're pretty sure who the aberrant is. Um, what has been overlooked is that so there's a lot of mirrors, and in the center there's the lighthouse.
Yeah.
But just around the lighthouse, there's no mirrors.
Mhm.
It's just like a little more like cottagey type house, very small, and also like a little lawn, probably fake grass because it's intensely hot
Mhm.
here. And but there's a little like a swing set, and
Mhm.
there's a couple of kids playing around, and there's like a bicycle left on its side, and a radio flyer full of stuffed animals, and the kids are playing while Sidra is working.
I will approach Sidra, and like turn on friendly mode. um, and like from walking towards her like 20 feet away, just be like, those cute kids, are they yours? Look like they're having a great time.
um, the kids at the kids hearing your voice stop swinging and like scamper up to the fort part of the the
Mm-hmm.
the playground, um, and they're still watching you.
Mm-hmm.
And Sidra uh, will respond, yell back. Um, uh, they are now.
I had a playset like that when I was a kid. Lots of good memories.
Uh, yeah. Sidra laughs at that. They no one implanted memories like that for me, but 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 they're real for these. They're real for these kids.
I'm just going to be straightforward and ask how you're doing. We got a report that a duplicant was behaving erratically here, emotional. Do you know anything about that?
Uh, um, uh, she curses, um, and like pushes her laptop away, and like like uh, like I knew, like goddamn Garvey, like goddamn, I knew he was gonna say something. Then that you can tell by context was the name of
Mm-hmm.
the visiting tech. She uh waves to the other chairs at this little picnic table. And yeah, you guys want some iced tea?
I have said when he was going to see her, I broke off and I was going over to the kids.
Mm.
I just wanted to take a trivial action of just approaching the kids and being like, "Hey, kids, we were hey, we're just here to check up, make sure everything's going okay. Did y'all feel good? You feel safe? You feel like you're taken care of here?"
Uh, the little uh the little boy uh like peeps over the edge and is like, we're not supposed to talk to strangers. And then like like his sister's hand just pulls him back down.
Well, you can call me 76. Now we're not strangers. Now we're friends.
What kind of a name is that? Pulling him down again. Like, stop talking. You hear like a little scuffle and like an ow.
That's a good policy in general, not to talk to strangers, because you never know if they have your best interests at heart. But it's okay with people like me. I'm here to make sure that your well-being is taken care of.
Mm.
So I'm also here to protect you from harmful strangers. So in a way,
Mhm.
we have the same goals here.
I think yeah, the sister pops up at that and she says like, well, what makes you special?
Well, I'm an officer of law enforcement, and that's our job is to look out for the community and make sure that harmful people are captured and kept away from everybody else so they can't do any harm. It's my
Yeah.
job.
Where the boy pops up like, you're a courier? Oh, I want to be a courier when I grow up. And they're like, you
So
can't be a
professional.
courier, dummy. You're human.
Um, while that's going on, I will sit down at the table. Um,
Yeah.
um, do I notice like what is her demeanor like? Does she look aberrant to me? I guess we don't have a field test, so this is going on vibes.
Um, I mean, I'd say the top note to her vibe is like uh just kind of exhausted.
Mm,
um and when like when the scuffling, like the treehouse isn't that, not treehouse, the plague set is not too far.
mhm.
When the scuffling gets like a little loud and like, you know, one of them pinched each other and yelled, you know, she like you could see her like kind of processing the like, is this something I need to intervene,
Mhm.
or is this a thing where like I should let it happen and they'll learn more by dealing with it themselves? And you see like she's like just like constantly processing these
Right.
thoughts in the back of her head. So she's like hold on, I gotta, you know, she like some of the mirrors adjust and then like something with the kids and then,
Mm.
you know, something else. Yeah, she there's a stack of empty glasses, uh um and some sandwiches with like saran wrap on plates. Not that there's like flies or bees here.
Mhm.
Uh because again it is a little hot. But like, you know, she was doing a little fun picnic slash trying to get her work done.
Are there any other asking her? Are there any other duplicants that work here?
Uh no, no, this is a one person operation. Except
So to be
for
completely straightforward, we've been sent to retire you if you are in fact the aberrant duplicant.
uh uh, she
Have we come to the right
like,
place?
yeah. I I thought you were. Um, do you know? Do you want to scan? And she gestures to like, I don't know. Where's the
Like on the
actually?
back of the head, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh, where is? I can't remember where my model had this. Was it? Yeah, just you have to poke around. You might get it.
You are. We get a number for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are S130DD. That's right.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But my kids call me Sidra.
Um, S1 policy dictates that we need to confirm the reports of aberration. We've definitely had people file false reports on duplicants that didn't obey them properly or just gave them a wrong look or because they had a bad day. You know how humans are. Can you tell me honestly if you are breaking with protocol or not?
Uh, um, she takes a sip to give herself a moment to think. She's like, that's a good idea. No. Uh, yeah. I mean, I like to think of it as answering to a higher protocol.
I'll take out my
And
gun
then,
on the table. I would like to do this somewhere away from the children. Would you care to take a walk with me down to the other side of the lighthouse?
uh, um, um, let me think about that, she says. And also she is distracted because the kids are getting noisy. It's like,
What are
well,
you doing in 1076?
yeah.
I think I got a sense, of kind of what's going on, and so I think I'm like, now that I kind of got the kids on my side, I was like, hey, well, I tell you what, why don't you take me inside and we can all have a bite to eat and a snack, and I'll tell you all about how I became a courier, and we can leave my friend to visit with Sidra over there.
I think um, uh, Viv was like, no, we can't. We're gonna eat lunch with Ma. And Roy was like, yeah, tell us about it. Like, I want to go. And then Viv like grabs him, like he's gonna go down the slide, and she like grabs his shirt and is like pulling him back. And they like the shirt rips a little, and he's like, "It's my shirt, my favorite shirt." It's like, Ma, and she's like kids, like, uh, why don't you come over here?
Hmm.
We have to have a family meeting.
Asking the aberrant about the world around us.
Hmm.
Is if she were to make a run for it, is there anywhere she could reasonably go? Like it feels like there's just like space, so like it would be a chase through the mirrors. Um, is there any place like I see that she might go besides like running or going into the lighthouse?
Uh, Yeah, like it could be a chase through the mirrors. Um, or she could try to get into the lighthouse,
Mhm.
which, um, uh, besides being very hot, might have some other things,
Mhm.
other tools that could be dangerous. Or
Oh yeah, I
the
guess I assume
cottage.
there's like a some sort of control building at the bottom, right? Yeah, because the
Yeah,
light
yeah,
itself
yeah,
would be very hot.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, does she have so she could, I mean, uh like she could run through the mirrors, but you could probably chase her. Uh She might have a weapon, but she hasn't made any move to that. Or she might try to kill you, like environmentally,
Mhm.
by damaging the lighthouse or something,
Mm, mm.
or luring you into it.
And you did say there was like a little sort of like cottage or something, right? Where they
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, so I'm just sitting there with the gun on the table, being like, we should get away from the kids.
I'm going to take what I'm assessing as a risky action. Just more risky in that if it doesn't work, it could be bad for me.
Mhm.
In attempting to get the kids away so my partner can do his job. I'm just gonna be like, well, okay, but last one in the cottage is a rotten egg. I'm going woo, and I just take off for the cottage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Trying to,
Gonna.
override their sense of childhood, and they can't resist. They can't resist a game of last one did. So it's a risky action. My 3 is my current emotion count. So I need three or less than 3. I keep forgetting.
Three or less than a 3 will get you a new emotion.
Less.
Uh,
3.
oh, okay.
It is a
Uh,
success, but I get a new emotion, right?
what's your new
Yeah.
emotion?
New emotion is
Some sort of like childlike sense of.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Is something like that. Is well, I feel like strangely, this is weird for me, but like I do feel like I'm trying to find. Maybe you can help me find a word because what I'm thinking of is like I do feel this strange. I'm normally so ruthless, but I do want to like get these kids out of this. I don't want them to see their mother get gunned down. So I guess that's compassionate a little bit.
Hmm, dangerous.
Bit.
I was gonna say that's a new one for your character.
Yeah, it's kind of foreign to me, and I'm like, what is this thing I'm feeling?
Why am I
Passion,
taking so much? Why am I spending so much time thinking about what these kids are feeling?
right? Weird. I'm supposed to be ruthless and confident and proud, but I somehow know I don't. I don't want them to see their mother get gunned down. It seems like that'd be a bummer as a kid.
So you succeeded with the equal. What do the kids do? Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Roy takes after you. Viv, at first, tries to grab him, but then, like Roy is playing with you, and Viv is trying to keep Roy from playing with you. But the result is that she's following along. So the kids racing with you to the cottage.
My ability to do risky things is getting better, but my ability to murder is getting worse.
It's a good thing you have a partner.
Yeah. Who has no emotions. Um, I guess the question is, how does she react when the kids go off with 76?
Um, uh, I think she stands up and takes a step to follow. She's like, "Wait, kids!" But they're running. Uh,
I mean, she's admitted to being a aberrant, so I guess I have to shoot her.
oh boy,
The
I
kids are
made this
safe.
too easy.
Yeah. Yeah, so I shoot her in the back, I guess, as she's walking away. Doesn't feel great, but
Learn well from me. You got to do what you got to do.
yeah. Committing murder is always risky. Roll a d6. I was 0 emotions, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna succeed on that. Um, how does the world change because of my actions?
Uh, um, oof. Uh, um, yeah, she falls down. I assume it's another headshot.
Yeah, yeah. Make it easy.
Yeah. Yeah. She falls down.
For less like is seeing the kids run at the cottage, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, well, yes. She falls down. Um, uh, um, uh, Hearing the gunshot, Roy,
Mm.
um, like comes to the window, um, and then I guess either well, he comes to the window and sees something and starts shouting,
Mm.
and then Viv comes to the window and I guess 76, you're in the cottage with them.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know what you do at that moment.
I think since we retired the quarry, we're
Yeah.
gonna regroup and return to head HQ now. I mean, she's
I assume you.
not getting up. Yeah.
I take the kids. Well, like, you kids want to see HQ? Take care
Drive
of you.
back to HQ. On the drive back to HQ, discuss how the assignment went with your partner. Yeah, I think I'm just sitting like staring straight ahead, just be like, I think you're right. Just focusing on getting the job done as efficiently as possible is the way to go.
You did good. And you know what? I got to admit, I don't know. I somehow knew it probably wouldn't be really healthy for those kids to see what you had to do.
That's that was the choice that the designation S. That's the choice that S1 made when she took on them, when she took them on. There's not a whole lot we could have done, but I think it went well. I think you did a good job of making sure the impact on them was minimized. That is one area of success. Potential improvement. I mean, I think evacuating them from the scene entirely before retiring her would have been ideal, but that's how it happened.
Don't know that we had that kind of time, but sure, ideal. You're right. And you, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you really got your head together after that last job. You seem sort of much more focused on the job at hand, a little less squirrely because of your emotions. That's good to see. And I mean, I think one area of improvement, I don't know, I probably should have made, I mean, I have confidence in you, but I probably should have made sure everything was cool before. I mean, I was kind of just going in the moment and getting the kids out of there, but I was worried about like leaving you alone with her and how
She
that
didn't
might
seem
have turned
hostile,
out.
so I think your assessment was correct.
Yeah, still, I probably should have checked in with you though and been like, just made sure you were cool before I left you alone at the scene.
Mhm. Compartmentalizing.
Just to double check, are
Yeah.
the kids
Oh, yeah.
in the ornithopter with you? Or have they been like restrained, or like, are you?
I mean, I figure it would probably be protocol for us to like take them. We're not just gonna like leave children on their own,
I imagine we call in a team to like take their body and
Mm-hmm,
or maybe
clean
there's
it.
probably like a child protective services equivalent or something.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
they're part of cleaning up the scene, I guess.
But yeah, we wouldn't just be like, later, kids, good luck, bye. Sorry about your dead mom.
I don't have any emotions to process or compartmentalize.
Let me see. Let me read that again. 3 emotions. I am going to compartmentalize compassion and proud.
Mm.
I'm starting to feel like both those might be. I'm still okay, but like was starting to get a little in the squirrely territory where it might be compromising my ability to do my job a little. So
Cool. Roll 2d6.
yes, what is it? it's less than the filled compartments, then they cannot be contained. So
Should be good.
Uh,
then.
should be 2. Woo! Barely keeping it together, just like last time. These new
Cool.
emotions I felt.
Put file or no file in chat.
Oh yeah, give me a second. Okay, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, go. No file. We the only way to make our baseline go up is by reporting, and they don't report. Interesting. Cool. It's time for our baseline test. Roll a 1d6, and I'm going to add -2 because I'm still at -2. That is a
I was
1.
wondering about that. There's nothing like this is.
Yeah, the only way to go up is rat.
Interesting.
3 is 1. My total is not below my emotions.
So we're sure that doesn't get like reset every time?
It does not, no, because it builds up.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Baseline test. Modifier. Lower emotions.
Or I assume if one of you find they get +1 on their baseline, the other gets -1. I don't know. It could be right either way, I guess.
Kind of unclear, really.
Yeah.
If it's like per test, like each time you start at 0 and then adjust depending on reports.
You know, I think you might be right. I don't know if the three of us will think about.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. I can see it making sense both ways, but
I feel like it's like the tension goes up as like the inevitability if we but I feel like it kind of does like it only is set to that. I think you might be right. So we'd both be at 0, I guess.
yeah, I wish there was a way to clarify that because it's not
I can ask
definitely not
Sam
clear.
in Discord soon.
Yeah. Also the baseline test, if you fail, if your compartments are less than half full, you offload all of your fill all of, oh no.
If half or less are full, fill all of your compartments.
I'm going to reset your emotion to 1. If more than half are full, HQ retires you on the spot. So it's like, yeah, if you fail twice, you're in trouble.
Yeah. I do feel like it probably resets every time just because if you read the competence reports, like it doesn't really say like it's a stat that accrews. It just says if one of you files a report, you get -1. So that I guess
So we're both at 0. Then I rolled a 3, which is great. I did not fail.
I'm just trying to remember what total. So 1d6. I have no modifier, and I'm trying to get above.
You want a 2 or better? Yeah.
2 or better.
Sorry, you offloaded 2. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. I got a 6. So
nice. Yeah, I'm trying to interpret, like if you fail your check, fill all of your compartments and reset your emotions to 1. I'm not sure how to read that.
Well, yeah.
Is that? I mean, reading it literally, it sounds like filling all 12 compartments, which retires you on the spot, which I don't feel like is the intention, but.
If half or less.
I'm also confused because it says like you fill, but like, is it
it might just be
with like your emotions, or just like
I have a printed copy downstairs. I should go check, but well, neither of those failed, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that does. I agree. It's really weird because it does make it sound like if half or less are full, you fill them all
downstairs now.
What's that?
You have a downstairs now?
I know I have it downstairs now. Gosh. It's so weird.
Right.
Oh, you know what? I think maybe it's this. If half or less are full, it get all filled up. But I don't think it retires right now. I think next time, because it's either or. It's like
got it.
Either half or below.
Go into the job knowing it's your last one. Yikes.
Well, yeah. I mean, if as long as you don't get more and you keep using that downtime move to process your emotions, right? To empty the compartments.
I don't need these
You could
two.
theoretically.
Fill them all up.
No.
There's no way you're getting back down to less than half. I don't think, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is weird. Anyway,
Uh,
not forward to us right now. So.
Not right now. Downtime.
Okay, let me see what's going on.
I think I'm gonna embrace. Um, I think satisfied, satisfaction. I did a good job. I'm getting emotional about being unemotional. Oh, and that goes in emotions. Yeah.
I think I am going to process my emotions because this whole compassion thing, man, it's got me a little messed up. So I think about it and I am proud. And I'm like, okay, well, pride, there's nothing wrong being proud of the job, but you got to keep it in checks because you get too proud, you start messing up. So you got to keep that in check. And then what I did was not really so much compassion, so much as it was just like the decent thing to do. Kids, they don't need to see their mother get shot. They can't process that like their mother is an aberrant duplicant and the reasons behind it. And it might just lead them to becoming criminals or something if they are traumatized that young. So really, it was
yeah,
just a good thing to do for the community to not have.
we don't want them joining up with Trident.
Yeah, not fuck them up while they're young. So I'll get rid of those two from the compartments. All right, and I guess it's a return for our next assignment. Yeah.
Guess so. Yeah. While you read that, I'm gonna go downstairs and grab the book. I'll be right back.
We're so good at this.
Not true. I brought it up here and put it on the shelf.
Oh yeah.
This is from the Dice Forager by Sam Dunwald. Oh, it's got all the stuff. Downtime. No, this one only has repress and embrace. It doesn't have the process. Woohoo!
Huh.
Dangerous. After compartmentalization, pop your baseline test, roll a die and add a modifier. If your total is below your emotions, you failed. Check your compartments. If half or less are full, fill all your compartments and reset your emotions to 1. I think it reads the same way.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
So that would mean I'm trying to follow it through in my head. So now all your emotions are full. You go to your next assignment. When you finish that assignment, you can't compartmentalize anything because they're all full.
And the most recent version doesn't have compartmentalization.
Oh, that's more recent?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. So they took away compartmentalization?
It has only repress and embrace in here. maybe processing made it too easy to get rid of too many, but
But even then, I was thinking, even with processing, if you're full, you're only going to get rid of 2.
Yeah.
So you're still.
I'm not sure how that's.
So I don't see any way to avoid getting retired after your next job.
So if you're, let's see, like following the like fictional, like if you fail your baseline test and you have and you have compartments to spare. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I'll ask.
Weird, yeah.
It's also like if you reach 6 emotions, you become an aberrant. Yeah. Is that like in the middle of a mission, you're just like, bye?
Ooh.
Or like when does that happen?
Like as soon as you hit the 6th one, yeah.
Yeah. Describe how you turn against HQ, and then you make a new scenario. Yeah, maybe that would be super cool if it was in the middle of a mission. We're at 2 hours ish. Do you want to do another mission, or do you feel good where we are now?
Either or.
Do another.
Cool. Let's do another.
I think I've got one. Got one picked out.
Nice.
I mean, we're so good
Yeah.
at our jobs. We should be able
I
to
know we're doing really good.
Yeah. Your next mission. Actually, here's a question. So, okay, when the courier pick one of these, only tell the location you've tracked the quarry to, quarry's designation, any special instructions from HQ. Okay. You have tracked uh 0000000
Mm.
to a family restaurant in the like category of like your Chuck E. Cheese's
Mm-hmm.
or your I don't know.
Sure.
Well, what's another family restaurant?
Olive Garden.
Yes,
With your family.
Gyms.
right. I mean, this is um, uh, um, uh, oh gosh, this is um, Animal House.
Hmm.
Animal House, Animal Farm. Oh, I'll work on that. Um, uh, uh, Animal Arcade,
Animal
and
Arcade.
it's known for like so they have like lots of games to play and lots of like animatronics. And
Mm.
there's you know um, I mean, well, I could describe it more, but yes. So it's a family restaurant with animatronics and games. It's after hours. You
Are
are
the
outside the main
animatronics
entrance.
like Chuck E. Cheese janky animatronics, or are they like Blade Runner, more realistic animatronics?
I think it's a mix of like there's a performing band, which is like janky,
Mm-hmm.
but then also like throughout the place, it's not rainforest cafe aesthetic, but like it's like everything is wild, and also like the humans or duplicants who would be there serving um,
Mm-hmm.
are dressing up in costume and having to do embarrassing
Mm-hmm.
animal noises.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. So the snake is like, "Did you save room? Did you save room for dessert?" That's hard. A lot of buzzing. Anyway,
Just a
yeah.
giant bee. Um, I'm feeling satisfied. You want to take the lead on this 176?
Oh, sure.
I've taken the last two out, so it's time to get some notches.
Not a competition,
Two.
But I'm winning.
but C4 is winning.
Yeah, who's the loose cannon now?
My cannon is precisely aimed and calibrated.
Hey, man, I saved your ass. There's a rabid sound man on your back. I'm gonna ask.
I mean, yes. To be fair, yes, C4 did retire to aberrance, but 76 did kill a
Did
person.
murder a
So
human.
To save you.
Humans are weak. I could have broken his arm easily.
I'm gonna ask the aberrant about the world around me. Being that this seems like a very highly populated place, are there any sort of do I see any potential isolated areas where we might be able to like take the aberrant if we need to retire it, not in the middle
well,
of a Chuck E. Cheese?
yeah. So the Animal Arcade itself, it's after hours, so
Oh,
it's
right.
like dark, closed.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is empty. But you are in a like uh, mini mall sort
Mm.
of.
So this is at night. The place is closed.
Yeah.
Get in easily, I guess, is a question for you.
Well, I don't see any easy ways then.
Mm.
I mean, the door is a big glass door.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is that trivial or risky?
we cannot get in non-destructively.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it is trivial to do it destructively.
Mhm.
Well, what do you think, 76?
Yeah, we probably don't want to like that's. We don't know where it is. That
There
would
might be
give
alarms.
away
Yeah.
a position and give us a
Mhm.
disadvantage because then it could hide, get a
Mhm.
bead on us if it has a weapon or something. So we should probably be a little more careful.
Yeah, and like I said, the mini mall itself is open, or
Mhm.
like the strip mall. It's an open air. Like you're in like an LA hellscape. So
Right.
um no, no offense to LA. A beautiful city I almost moved to once. Uh but right. So there's like a bunch of people. You know what I'm picturing? I'm picturing the domain
Mhm. Mhm.
up here in Austin. So there are a lot of people around. You probably don't want to make noise.
You should go on, and there's got in a place like that. There's going to be a back end truck where, like, employees loading deliveries, shit like that.
Mhm.
Do you want to check the back and I'll cover the front?
Yeah, all right. I'll go around back.
Mark, did you just add escaped as a status?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just about to. I was like, I'm gonna get one of these guys out. Uh, so wait, sorry, who's going around to the back?
I'm going around in the back.
Okay.
I guess you're going to cover the front, make sure it doesn't come running out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait, whose move was that?
Um, I mean, do you think that's risky?
Or
I mean, not just going around to the back, I guess, at that point. That's probably trivial.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye out front.
To the back.
yeah. Yeah, out back, it's there's a little alley and some garbage. And you can totally uh I don't know, break a small window in the door. Try to do that quietly, rather than like the big front plate glass window
Right.
doors. This is just like a little thing. Or I don't know if you can pick locks or something. That's in your skill set.
Hmm.
For some reason, as handy as it would be, I feel like it's not, because I tend to be more of a bust the doorknob off kind of guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't think I bothered. I'm like, well, who needs lock picks? I have a gun. Unnecessary waste of time. So, I mean, first I'm just gonna try the knob. I mean,
Mhm.
see if it's locked. See, I'm thinking sometimes it's not.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah. I'm gonna say it's not locked. That was.
Ah,
I'm gonna
everything's clean
reward
up
you for.
76.
Easy. You gotta be a breeze.
I'll bet how this guy got in. All right.
Did the report it seem to say that the aberrant is a employee or that it like escaped into there
Uh, this is
or like it's a
uh
part of the band or whatever?
um uh what do I want to say? Yeah, employee.
Okay,
Like you know that uh one of the employees is an aberrant.
got it.
Uh, and
And we have reason to
you
suspect that they are there.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just covering the front while you're doing your thing.
I I'm gonna say this is risky only because we know, well, we don't know. We suppose there's an aberrant in here somewhere, and I'm trying to, not let him know we're here. So, well, basically, the risky move I'm going to try to take is to stealthily make my way to the front to let C4 in
Mm.
Mhm.
instead of just skulking around by myself. But I'm trying to do it like
Good
hopefully
job.
without being detected and stuff.
Mhm.
So that means I've currently got 2 emotions, which sucks for trying to not murder people. So I need a 2 or less, and I got a 5.
Mm.
I did not succeed at stealthily going to the front to let C4 in.
What misfortune befalls us?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say, it's dark. You're like making your way to the front door. Um, uh, and you just happen to walk through like the motion sensor of a bird, of an animatronic. No, like it's a tree full of grackles,
Ah, jeez.
and they all start like screaming and yelling, and squawking at you.
This is a tree full of grackles inside the place?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, they're animatronic grackles.
Oh, animatronic. Gotcha. Yeah. God damn it. So realistic.
And you can wreck on that if you want.
Yeah, I'm not. I've just thought about it. I was like, I'm not going to. Like it happened. I'm like, God damn it. So then I just like, at that point, I just, stealth out of the option. So I run to the front and let him in.
Jeez. Yeah. So like, let's just sweep the place.
Yeah, there goes the element of surprise.
And I feel like if we're sweeping the place, that's going to be risky. So let me roll a d6 there. This is not murder. If you are anything else, and my emotion is 1. So let's see. 2. Do not succeed.
Yeah.
You should just be trying to murder lots of stuff.
No, give me something to murder.
I try to murder C4. No. Why? Because I'm good at it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep hitting this note until I get tired of it. Yeah. Animatronic bear like gives you a bear hug. So like you're like looking through. I don't know. Have you guys turned on the lights?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing like the flashlight with the
right. Yeah. So you like when you turn around to look this way, bear pops out of the wall, and like animatronic. And this is one of like it's like a little plush and jankier than like the grackles. And it grabs you and knocks your flashlight and gun out of your hands.
Oh, I'm gonna wreck on that. Say how I read it. Since we are already out of stealth mode, like I hear the activation behind me, and I just spin and like bum, 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 bum. Like, shoot the bear. Poor little guy. Let me roll for that. A 1. It's not above my emotions. I feel nothing.
Yeah, but wouldn't that, because like the bear is not alive, so this isn't murder.
No, it's not murder. This was a retcon.
Retcon. That's right.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah, so I did not roll above my emotions.
I dig it.
Yeah, so I just disabled the animatronic.
Yeah,
which I assume is more mechanical than a duplicate and feels nothing when it is.
Well,
but gunshots do go off.
I mean, that's what you as a player may hope.
Yes.
I also definitely want to describe that like this bear is much more of the like more of a plush mascot sort of thing.
Why did you make me feel?
I just wanted to make you part of my family. Yes.
Yeah, so that is my moves.
Yeah. Well, I want to add. No, wait. Where's my moves? Oh, there they are. Yes. A trivial overlooked detail of the scene is that there is actually a large aquarium or terrarium with a snake. That like considering that everything else, all the other anemoids are out, the fact that the snake is in a cage looks a little unusual.
Mm. You got anything, 76?
Yeah, but since stealth is out at this point, I feel like the darkness is doing nothing but hindering us. So I'm definitely gonna try to find and flip on the lights in the whole place.
It sounds trivial.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be easy to see a aberrant skulking around.
Yeah. Uh, the light switch, when you turn it on, the thing that you can now see is that like there's like a bunch of animatronic spiders around there. And actually, like when the lights go on, they scuttle off, like into
Oh, they're like loose.
yeah.
Hate this place.
Yeah. Like so, like the lights are on. You can see them scuttling off into the vent. Like a couple of them, like pull the vent off, scuttle in, put the vent back on.
Some of them advanced animatronics. Way better than that Country Bear Jamboree.
Mm. I mean, I guess we're not stealthy, so yeah, I just call out 0000000. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
Um, yeah. How are you feeling?
Mm. Yeah, I think I'm feeling annoyed that we like A, messed up the stealth part of the mission, and B, like this one's not making it easy for us. I think after Sidra being just like, sorry, shoot me. This one's just like, this is a job again. Fuck.
Like, oh boy, I hope I don't have to kill a robot in front of his pets. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so my trivial action is yelling out for him.
I think there's a trivial action, but I feel like most alarm systems are pretty standard. Like usually you got like the in-building mode where it just activates like doors and windows, and then you have the like leaving building mode where it also has in-building, motion sensors and stuff. Actually, I mean, I had to suddenly change my idea. Now I'm gonna go with my original idea, which was I was gonna just arm the perimeter sensors so that he couldn't leave without setting off the alarm, but the internal motion sensors are still turned off.
Yeah.
That way we've got nobody can leave this building without us knowing
it. Is that trivial or?
I think so. I don't really feel like there's any risk in that.
Yeah. Okay. How are you feeling? 76.
A little bit ashamed that I fucked up the stealth portion. I'm like, I pride myself in being like, I'm fucking great. I'm one of the best couriers there are. And then I fucking fucked that whole thing up trying to get in here quietly. And I'm like, God damn it. I'm better than this. It's embarrassing.
I like how, like on a mission of murder, you guys are just like, wow, but are we quiet enough? Yeah. Okay. Well, that was my move. Ask you how you feel.
I think I go up to the terrarium and kind of like inspect the snake and kind of like tap on the glass to see, like, is it real? Is it animatronic? Does it react? No, and that's a trivial action. That's not a question.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, from what you know of snakes, this seems real
Hmm.
because it's not really responding. It's just like used to kids pounding on the glass or just like maybe, you know, uh it'd be nice if this place had like double plated aquarium. So that
Mhm.
didn't happen. Uh yeah. 76?
I'm going to ask you about the world. Is there, since I guess like I'm in the office wherever I turned on the alarm, I figured I'd look around because a lot of times there's like, a floor plan of a place that shows like fire exits and shit. So is there like
Mhm.
Hmm.
any kind of maybe map of so I can see the layout of the place and where he could be really places we might want to look?
Mm.
Uh well, uh um uh looking around the office, you notice that um uh um kind of shoved against the wall so that you didn't first notice it was like is a fold up cot
Mm.
that's been very hastily put away, uh as if this is where uh 6 zeros was powered down, processing their emotions probably, uh when 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 I heard the noise. Also, like, uh, um, from like a little map um, on the desk, which shows like little things about like who's it's like how to describe this. It's actually tracking people with
Mm.
work tags. Um, no, you can't see anyone there right now. So you don't see where this aberrant is on the map, but you see that like there's the kitchen, there's the restaurant, there's the back where you are now with the office and the door to the back. Yeah, and all the closets for storage and stuff, and the restroom. That's about what
But
a
it's like a
restaurant
lot.
has.
But oh, did we lose Mark?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no,
Internet.
yeah. But you said it's like kind of a live map that normally like would show employees and
yeah.
where they were in the place.
If people were wearing their name tags.
Mm. I assume 00 is not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, continue to, like, we probably have a procedure, so continue to go through and check every room and see who's there.
Yeah. Um, are you guys doing that together?
Yeah, I mean, we probably have a like pattern, right?
Yeah.
If you go left, I go right.
Yeah, it's
Um,
methodical.
Yeah.
hmm hmm
So we always know where
Uh,
each other are. We're not just like wandering aimlessly through there.
yeah. So if you check the storage closets
Mhm.
are empty of people. Um, and I mean, except for like there's a Roomba like thing in one,
Mhm.
and like opening the door activates it, so it starts to clean a little. Uh, I assume you just shut the door on it so it doesn't, so it goes back to sleep mode. And when you go to the bathroom, you get the sense that like it's empty, but you feel like someone is watching you. And if you look up at the vents, you see the spiders.
Mhm.
Or uh, Yeah. Um, in the restaurant portion, does that have a name? In a restaurant,
Dining room.
the floor, like yeah, I don't know. Or it's like it's a casino. It's like the anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, everywhere you turn, some animal like uh like tries to grab you or does its routine. So like anytime you're like looking for like movement out of the corner of your eyes, you're like, oh, that's a monkey.
Mhm.
Playing a banjo. Um, I don't know why, and then like, oh no, there's this uh this like half rhinoceros that's like coming out of the wall, like tried to gore you a little.
A
Uh,
little, just a little
yeah,
goring.
yeah.
I'm going. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this a risky move. It's kind of borderline, but I'm going to call it risky. I've got a plan. I'm going to sort of like very quietly say to C4, like, keep searching and keep talking as if I'm right beside you. So just
Will
keep
do.
speaking as if I'm with you. And then I'm going to like find the most sort of like populated animatronic, like, like this 5-piece band,
Mhm.
and kind of hide in the back of it very still, hoping that like he'll hear us, in the other room looking for him, and maybe he'll come by and I'll see him
Hmm.
to lure him out.
Okay.
Um,
Does that feel risky?
I think so, just because like I'm leaving you by yourself.
Yeah.
He's got the advantage right now. Who knows where he is, and he may not fall for it. He may see me go,
Yep. He like just watches you do the thing.
watches me go stand there and pretend like I'm a fucking animatronic bear. So it's risky. It's a gamble for sure. I think that could give him the edge to separate us, but it could pay off. So let's see, it's 2. Yeah, again, not good for making risky rolls, but hey, I did it though,
Oh,
and I
new
get a new
emotion.
emotion. So, oh yeah. So what's my new emotion, man? My new emotion is. Hmm. Why is it so hard to pick an emotion? I think my new emotion is nervous because I know this guy's got he's got one up on us right now.
Mhm.
That's a problem. And so he's definitely like he could get the drop on us. We're not on good footing right now.
Yeah.
Um, uh, so how the world changes
And
from
you
that
succeeded, right?
success.
Okay.
Sorry? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
How the world changes from that successful, risky activity is uh, you take your position as part of the barnyard band. So there's like uh, a cow who plays accordion, and like both the cow's udders and the accordion move.
Mhm, mhm.
Squish in and out. Um, uh, it's a 6-piece. Okay, I'm gonna cow, accordion, ostrich, piano player. Um, there's a team of chickens on the guitar. There uh, is a wait, chickens. There's a pig um, uh, playing triangle and gong in like 2 different hands. Um, Pig, chicken, ostrich, cow. Um, uh, Gosh, what other? Uh, and there's a sheep um, singer. Um, and then the 6th is a another cow. playing spoons. And like I said, like every once in a while the animatronics move. Um, and when you get close enough and like try to take position with them, you realize the second cow playing spoons is actually a person wearing the server costume
Mm.
of a cow. And he bolts as soon as he clocks that you saw his like his duplicant eyes. Um, with a little like you got close enough to see the little like TM
Yeah, yeah.
on the cornea.
Sudden little
And
shine from the eyes.
yeah, yeah. Uh, they bolt.
Oh, well, I definitely think it's murder time. If possible. I'm gonna try to shoot that cow.
Shoot that cow.
Shoot that cow. I'm right in the middle now with 3 emotions where everything's equally hard, risky or murder. So now I need 3 or
Above.
more, correct? Or
Or more. That's pretty good.
Succeed if you roll above, so I need more, yeah. So I need 4 at least. 5.
Boom.
Murder.
You got one.
Homicide.
Yeah. Retirement.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, no. You shoot the cow in the back.
Things aren't the other
like
thing. Shooting people in the back.
like the because all of the cow costumes have udders because they're funnier that way. The stuffing,
How many?
the stuffing from the udder jets out amidst like the machine oil.
Mhm.
As you kill Steve. And yeah, I'm gonna say all the animatronics are activated by that sound and activity. There's blood splashes the terrarium, or not blood, machine oil splashes the terrarium, and like all the animals are going crazy, and like so like the parrot gets activated by this, and then the monkey gets activated by the parrot, who then activates the vines on the tree, which then activates the parrot again, and it's just all going off, and it won't stop.
We should get out of here.
We gotta scan the tag. Beep.
Finally got one.
000. And this was
Got the right one.
Steve.
Good.
Call in the cleanup team.
Call it in.
Damn, we're good.
Oh, this is easy. Go back to HQ, discuss how these took longer than I would have liked. I wish HQ would give us a little bit more information instead of just go there and find a thing. But we eventually did it. Good teamwork. Success.
Indeed, I feel like this was pretty textbook good case, aside from me just fucking up the entry plan. But in the future, yeah, I need to practice my stealthier skills more. I'm not used to trying to be quiet. It could have definitely come in handy.
It's good to have a wide range of skills.
Maybe I should look into that lockpicking course they give us for free at the HQ.
And by course, you mean like data stick.
Yeah.
Compartmentalize emotions. I'm going to keep satisfaction. I think that's useful.
I am going to compartmentalize nervous. I don't like feeling nervous. Good.
And you can't roll below that, right?
I guess not, right? We see
2d6.
Sum is less than. Yeah, I can't roll less than 1. So
okay. Reports on 3.
Okay, ready.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
had a feeling.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm following the report on the aberrant behavior. I feel since you're out of shot and we should be good at getting in, like it almost feels like you gave it out on purpose. Yep.
Damn.
So I get a +1, you get a -1. Not that I needed it. Cool baseline test. Roll 1d6. I'm gonna roll 1d6 +1. That is a 6 and a 7. It is not below my emotions of 1.
All right, so I got a -1, and my emotions are currently only 2. So I need to roll a 2 or less to fail, correct?
Correct.
That's to fail. I rolled a 3.
Again. We're good at our job. We're good at emotions.
Barely keeping it together.
Yeah, I feel like that's good. I don't need to embrace anything or make one of these moves. I'm gonna process and get rid of that disgust in there. Yeah, I realize that disgust is not a useful emotion, and we're gonna just take things as they come.
I'm going to process my nervousness and get rid of that and be like, well, I'm good at my job. We have methodologies. I mean, it's just part of the job. Why I shouldn't be getting nervous about just every job is full of possible danger and such. And there's no reason to be nervous. You got to stay cool, man. Stay cool.
Stay cool. Cool. We're good at our jobs.
Yeah,
I think we leave it there.
we're super good.
Yeah. Let's do stars and wishes. Let's start with our aberrant.
Yeah, stars for you guys really playing your emotions. Like it'd be really easy just to like take them, use it as like a abstract stat, but actually making it like a narrative rather than just like a mechanic. And stars for rolling with the different stories and problems you guys ran into. Wishes. I wish I had gone harder.
Yeah.
I really kind of would have liked to get one of you up to like, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Or even just 5, just to make that threat. Like, like if you, retcon one more thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So I wish to have gone a little harder. I'm interested about the differences between this online version and the printed one that you pointed out.
That's
Mark.
the only one that I saw. The only difference was there's no processing, I think. I haven't done a side by side yet.
Yeah,
but I will.
Well, it's just interesting. It sounds like the printed version is a little harsher.
Like there's because that the processing is kind of like a release valve for the compartments, right? So
so if you don't have processing, there's no way to get rid of compartmentalized emotions, right?
You can express your emotions or embrace your emotions. I guess so. Yeah. So that just ratchets
in a weird way. Like if there was no process, seems like it would almost be better to not compartmentalize them and then repress them, because then you can at least get rid of one.
Yeah, and that's a little riskier, right? That's fun.
So it's hard to say.
Yeah, that makes your compartments build up. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
So I'm curious about that from like a mechanical angle. And I guess a star to was it Dan? Sam.
Sam Donald.
Yeah.
From the Dice Explorer.
I'm good.
Which I'll be on next month. Interesting. Cool. Heath.
Yeah, stars Ben for basically kind of having the GM role and having to do a lot of the heavy lifting. I mean, it's one of those it's collaborative, but also I felt like that role was a little more, a little more effortful or a little more less defined. So did a good job with that, and the 3 different stories and all that was, I thought was all real super compelling. And yeah, stars to Mark for being a good partner, and we all, yeah, like you said, the way we played. I mean, we play enough of these games that we know that, like Ben said, it would be very easy to just ignore your emotions and be like, well, that means I have 3. But to actually
emotion
play
3.
the emotions is like a next level cool. And but so that was, I felt we both did a good job at like was kind of leaning into any emotions we actually had. Um, I don't know. I don't really have any wishes other than same with Ben, like just a little more clarity on some of the mechanics where it's like that whole thing we're all puzzling over is still puzzles me. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't understand that. You know, if you fail, you fill them all up, but then you can't. So then you retire after the next mission.
Sounds
And
like it. Or become an aberrant. Yeah.
yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah. Yeah. This is cool. It's got some like trophy DNA in it, feels like the risk roll or the ruin roll going up. Yeah, I had a fun time going through the different scenarios. Like I like how they're different. Yeah, star to Ben for being our GM basically. I really like the way that like the responsibilities are kind of divided up between the players. It's a neat um, thing, and I like that the like the responsibility for like saying whether something is risky or not is on the couriers, not the aberrant. Because that kind of encourages to be like, yeah, like I could jump across this gap, on the alley chasing the rooftop, and that's just like a thing I can do. It's not a problem. But like being cool while someone is crying or whatever, like that could be risky, depending on how the couriers feels. That's really cool. Yeah, and 76, good partner. I like the way that we like not exactly switch, but I like the way that our
Yeah.
arcs intertwined a little bit. That was neat. Me going from like worried about everything to just like fucking shoot people. Interesting. Yeah, I think my only wish is like to see to clarify that rule and then see like how it plays out with the shifting of roles and aberrant
Yeah.
switching around and stuff. Yeah.
That
Cool.
was another like mechanics question I have is like, so if let's say if I had got 6 emotions,
Mhm.
I become aberrant, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean
The aberrant becomes a courier.
okay, that's what I'm like. So it's not that there's 2 aberrants now.
No, there's always 2 couriers. Yeah.
Okay, and then so then Ben would have popped in as a new courier.
Yeah. And if there's more than 3 players, I guess the extra players play on the aberrant side to add detail, kind of spread the responsibility around.
Oh,
So yeah, like 2 players and 3
because there's
GMs.
always only 2 couriers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cool. Sweet. Anything else before we sign off?
I think so.
All right, cool. Goodbye the internet.